Hey everyone, in today's diecast review video, we are taking a look at another blast from the past. This is from Maisto of the 1990s, and what we have represented here is the 1994 Ford Mustang GT convertible. I bought this car brand new at KB Toys for a price of around $5 or $6 probably. The box is long gone, but yeah, I bought this car brand new and it survived over time. And in today's video, we're going to just take an in-depth look at it, take a look at how Maisto was casting their 124 scale models back in the 90s. To me, I feel like they did a lot better job back then than they do now. I think there's a little bit more detail, a lot more features than there are now. And there are some quirks as well, especially with this car. It's mostly present with the early 124 scale diecast, so we're going to dive right in. Alright, painted in vibrant red, this Ford Mustang is the 1994 GT 4.6 liter convertible. Actually, this said 4.6 liter. I think the early cars actually had the 5 liter V8, the 302. Anyway, it has the black interior. It's actually more like a graphite color. With vibrant red, you could not actually get the saddle interior. You can only get the opal gray or the black, I believe. Anyway, this car has full opening features, which is really rare nowadays, but back then, Maisto was pretty common. And here you'll see here, not a very well-detailed engine compartment, but detailed enough to understand. If you know the Ford engine, you'll know what you're looking at. With that header and the intake, it is a 5 liter. The early 94 cars actually had the 5 liter. Then they went to the 4.6 liter. The modular V8. So anyway, the car has the opening hood. It has molded in place or molded plastic headlamps. The tail lights back here. We're going to take a look a little bit closer here. Tail lights are actually molded black or molded red pieces. Interesting though, I think when you get like a green one or something like that, the tail lights are actually painted red, and the frames are the body color. Anyway, the interior is very well detailed. The opening doors, hood, and trunk. And of course, the steering wheel turns the wheels and the seats fold. And overall, like, the detail inside is actually really good. So I also like the fact that with the opening trunk, you also get the spoiler, and it's molded in place, or it's molded piece of, I keep saying molded in place. I'm not really sure why. Anyway, it's molded and attached to the trunk lid. And the color is actually pretty decently matched. Here's a quirk. The early Maistos had plastic tires. They did not have rubber tires. They had plastic tires. Now, these are branded, I think, Dunlops. But they have the 15-inch alloy wheel look hubcaps there. Opening doors reveal detailed door panels, nice little textures. The mirrors are actually molded from the door panels themselves and kind of replicate that iconic side view mirror that Mustang had back in the 90s. As you can see here, the seat backs fold forward. They do have a detailed little seatbelt receiver, but no seat belts, but easy access to the rear seat, as you can see. And a pretty decently detailed interior, as you'll see here. Here is the interior pan. You'll notice that the engine is part of the interior pan. It is just painted silver. And here is all the interior components kind of exploded out. It does have rack and pinion steering, as you'll see. The folding seats, the seat backs actually clip into place. And you have nice little detail in the center console area, the shifter, the parking brake. You have the convertible top button there, armrest, the very widely spaced pedals, which is kind of comical. But yeah, you know, for an early 90s diecast, there's a lot of nice little details here. Here is the dashboard. Has the stickers for the gauge cluster, but everything else is molded plastic. Up at the top, that little binnacle at the top would house the clock, but this has the 150 mile per hour speedometer and the 7,000 RPM tach. The air vents, the climate controls, the radio, and all that are molded there. And on the airbag cover for the passenger, you'll actually kind of faintly see the Mustang script, which is kind of a neat little detail. So here is the dashboard in place with the steering wheel in place, and the interior pretty much in its completed form. Everything goes together nicely. And then here we have the opening trunk. There is no like trunk panels or anything like that. It is just basically an open space in the back. But having that detail on an early car at the price point it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Here is the undercarriage of the car. Now, unlike the Camaro of the same era, this actually has a separately molded chrome-plated exhaust for the dual exhaust, and it actually snaps in place via some clips, and 3 screws hold the entire car together. And you can see there the plastic tires. And of course, it has the Mustang GT logo and the Maisto logo. And here is the car with everything open, and that is the end of our video. We hope you found the video informative and enjoyable. And if you did, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And of course, check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews and Instagram at BrentsOJ1. And of course, as always, thank you so much for watching.